TV besties, what is good? Welcome back. I'm your girl Ash. If you are new here, stick around for a little bit. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and then make sure you bang the bell to make sure you are alerted every time I drop one of these good old videos, good old recap. You know I love when y'all my commentary, my thoughts on what's been going on in these weekly episodes. So we are fresh off of, because I didn't do one last week, y'all. So we kind of gotta pick it up a little bit. Not even gotta pick it up a little bit, because clearly if I didn't do a video last week, I really won't feel like it was nothing to give the girls. So here we are this week. I know last week, Tierra Marie did her event, and while she was doing her event, apparently, Shekinah had came, popped up, and was her old messy little self. So she obviously had made some comments about Tierra and the whole case with 50 Cent and whether she had paid that boy some money, whatever, da 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 da. So she said something to Chrissy, and then of course, Chrissy said something to Tierra. Now, in Shekinah's defense, she did say something to Tierra, in her face. So it was like, I didn't understand why she decided to kind of like approach her again in regards to what Chrissy had said. Like, why not go ahead, not to say that she should have threw Chrissy under the bus, but why not go ahead and address it then? Because at that point, she had known that she was already, in a way, like talking smack. And I think, because clearly Shekinah knew that Chrissy was the only person that she had said it to. So when she was like, well, who said it? Who said bye, 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 bye? Girl, you don't want, why you act like you don't want, like you want them problems? You do not want them problems. You do not want those Chrissy problems. And while Chrissy, is clearly has grown up, she's, even after everything had happened, had chosen to, what, if it's not for me, she recognizes when it's just certain spaces that she don't need to be in. And she felt like following up, she didn't want to be in no type of space immediately in regards to anything that Shekinah, was going to be into. But I don't know if Shekinah know Chrissy like that, or she don't know Chrissy, or she thought that Chrissy was going to be silent. But Chrissy was like, hey, waste no time. It was me. I said it. It was me. I was like, and Shekinah was not Shekinah on a little hush hush. Like, all of a sudden, things get ugly. That ends up turning into, Lyrica wanting to go ahead and put out their beef. And I think what's most interesting is it's kind of like, okay, Shekinah's either reaching real hard with this with Lyrica, or she's just that clueless and dumb when it comes to social media. Like, who does not know that if you go to somebody's page and it says follow back, that means you're gonna follow them back? Like, how long have you been on social media, Shekinah? And I think what really just boggles me, because I'm just like, I just really feel like part of me is just like, girl, this girl need a man. This girl needs some friends. Like, what? I'm like, was she always that messy girl? Like, was she always that messy and then drop? Like, she was, I love Shekinah when she was on T.I. and Tiny. And I feel like even when she came on Love and Hip Hop, I don't know if it's the Love and Hip Hop gang, the Love and Hip Hop crew, the influence of Love and Hip Hop, because Love and Hip Hop is messy, and maybe I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like it. And then she wants to try to be the victim and all of it when she talks to Tierra, about it, the situation. Like, oh, when she brought it to you, that's not how I said it. She made it seem like, no, Shekinah, your tone, your delivery, it was given real messy. It wasn't given, oh, I care about this girl. Let me, just see. You decided, and then at that, you decide to have it with a conversation with somebody. You don't know this woman. You don't know Chrissy from a can of paint to even spread that even with. You kind of get what I'm saying? So she don't know you like that. You don't know you like that, but she's supposed to believe that you not bringing up this girl's past and about, this, putting out that sex tape and all that. Like, Shekinah, you tried it. You tried to talk about some they trying to make you out to be messy. Boo! You came in here with the mess, and you wanna. I think the whole social media thing, just really bothers me. Honestly, Lyrica should like. It won't even all that, Lyrica. You should have left her where she at. She want to play these little games with you, whatever, about whether y'all know each other, not even know each other. And then it's stupid because the whole thing is very much misconstrued. It's very much literally you're mad because you think I unfollowed you, but really you weren't even following me, or possibly you unfollowed me at some point, and then like it's just dumb, y'all. It's just giving dumb. It's giving messy. It's giving. You want to be always the center of attention of stuff. And Carly is just like, I know you really did not come out here to really just start mess and start. Yes, I'm glad she took stage left. I'm glad she decided to take stage left because everybody vibe was good. At this point, everybody was, working past whatever, working past the drama. Carly had gave a shitty ass freaking apology, but I think, the fact that Mariah was not there for it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed in Mariah, but I was like, you know what? Hey, I get it. Like, I be trying to get these people grace, y'all. I really be trying. I be trying to get these people grace. Like, okay, clearly, she's still working on herself. She can't just necessarily just come back when she's been trying to keep peace, whatever with her. And boom, she ends up, getting snuck on a sneak tip or whatever or whatnot. But at the party, her and Carly were able to, just come together. I think really after everything just said, her had just having a change of heart, wanting to start off afresh. Like, come on. That's what this trip is all about. And while I was like, what's her name? Shay, not Shay, of all people, leading a women's empowerment group, when you was very much, women's empowerment event, when you was very much giving all up in drama. Well, none of that women's empowerment that you was giving off with Amada. But everybody's turning over a new leaf, so I guess I have to too. But that also is also what I find interesting, because how do all these people have an event when they weren't even really invited? Or were they given the clue that they needed to have an event planned by the people who invited them? Either way, we know, but that's why. But we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna act like we're playing into this game, like we don't know that it's recorded and producers and all that. So that's whatever. Nonetheless, we're gonna let that ride. After everything that has been going on with everybody on this street, family unit, and not even everybody, the women, because let's be honest, it's been the women. The guys is cool. The guys, they have no beef. So definitely, I think, this was very fitting for the ladies, especially after all the drama. And then it's given like, why y'all got what? I need you to go and see your own brother and see your own sister, and you and your other brother seem like y'all need to go get it together. How y'all got two people that's about healing, and we got the brother's like a motivational speaker, and y'all over here acting a plum fool? I'd be embarrassed. But we all can't be all perfect. We all can't be all on the good side of the fence. Some of us got to be rebels and messies and all kinds of whatever. So I guess we just letting that ride, and we letting that slide too, y'all. So I definitely thought having the guys on the event, having the guys sitting on the event, I don't think nothing was wrong with that either. I think it definitely helped to, help the guys who wanted, especially for gunplay, who was especially all into, and in the beginning, playing the women, against each other. Wow, his delivery as well might have been, kind of rough, and might have been seeming a little bit offensive, to the ladies. Sometimes really it's just about delivery. With it being, you really kind of have to, I feel like if anything, you had to be open to with it being like a clearly an open discussion, not just with the females, and then it being like an open, I guess we'll say, forum, you know, you really couldn't take away from anything that the men would have had to say, unless they were literally just there to be spectators, in which, you know, they were not. So Gunplay talking about, his role as far as like being a pimp, and, you know, with whores necessarily, and, you know, for Estelita, and, you know, Alexis Scott, like, they are people, you know, who have been in trafficking, have been raped, you know, things like that. So talking about that, you know, clearly might have like hit some very soft spot, you know, areas, but he was just trying to explain his truth, and basically all in all, regardless, I think he was just basically regardless of the position, whether it was this position, it was that position, at the end of the day, as long as there was respect in the mix, everything was cool, everything was whatever. And then as well, just having the ladies go in and say something nice to each other, as well. Very healing, very good for, you know, this event. What I felt like, though, was a little bit slightly annoying, but it literally, like, this is what happens. This is what women do. You know, we get to talking to somebody, and it's kind of like we automatically kind of like get a little possessive, like, you know, this is mine. There's been nothing really put into, you know, what we are, where we're going. We're literally just in this space right now, clearly getting to know each other, but we not even a possessing them. We literally can take something and we can possibly move a little too fast with it or whatever or whatnot. So she was feeling some type of way because Scrab up and left. And so she felt like, oh, he up and left me. And then that was disrespectful. And am I the only one who was just like, Alexis, what are you talking about? What are we talking about right now? And it's given like, though, at the same time, y'all getting to know each other. But do you know that this man wants a polygamous relationship? Like, do you know that? Because you're already feeling some type of what, you know, you're already, I think he went out with Tara Marie for breakfast or whatever or whatnot, and she's already like feeling some type of way because he went out with her. Like, y'all are cool, getting to know each other. When did we state claim that he just because y'all talking and y'all feeling each other? But that is what I hate about us women, that we do, is that we will start talking to a guy and we immediately, it's like he's off limits to any and everybody else. Yeah, to your friends and all that, but if y'all are single, y'all ain't put no titles on it, no nothings. He should not have to act a certain way or be a certain way. Yes, he should be respectful of you, but at the same time, he don't got to stick by you and do everything just with you. He's a single man, and you giving off jealous is also saying, girl, you cannot handle this man in a polygamous relationship. I don't think that that's anything that Alexis can even, I don't see it. I don't see that for Alexis. I don't see how she can do it. She already got trust issues, and she about to go and get into another polygamous relationship with a guy. Really? But it's whatever. It's whatever. But I just felt like that she did what we as women do. And honestly, unpopular opinion, I want us to stop. I want us to chill. Like, do them like they do us. Like, what is wrong with that? And then let's just stop just jumping in all too deep. Like, you literally sitting here saying that, oh, we just talking, we just getting to know each other and we vibing. But you giving like, you my man, like, low key. And I don't like that. But that's whatever. So I think I was a bit, another thing definitely that I wanted to, that I definitely felt like needed to be talked about and discussed, because I feel like it definitely like hit home. Like, for one, we haven't seen Christy and Jim, you know, as far as like in a public eye and, you know, this type of setting like this in a very long time. And y'all know I'm not one that really follows celebrities like that, the ins and out of their lives, So I mean, obviously, I think that they're still together as far as I know. But other than that, like, I had completely forgot that at one point, like, she wanted to freeze her eggs and, you know, whatever. So when she decided to not go to Shay's event and instead to spend that time, with Nancy. And Nancy immediately jumps in the gun like, what's going on with the eggs, da 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 da. And I think I just mainly want to talk about that, y'all, because it helped me to realize, not that helped me to realize, like I just wanted to talk about my own experiences with feeling some type of way about women who might have made comments about, oh, I'm this age, not having kids, or, they're not wanting to have kids for their own reasons. And all the while, and I'm sitting here like, I'll be judgmental of their reasons because I have my opinions on what their reasons were. I feel like it could be, I won't say counteracted, I want to say battled, but it could be, what's the word? Debated. I think that's really a better way of talking about it. I felt like it would be, debated. And I caught myself, having that, and then as well catching myself back. Like, who are you to tell someone, regardless of what your experiences was, who are you to tell them what their experience could be, what it couldn't be? Who are you to feel some type of way because they are that age and don't want kids? And I realized that it really was a thing within myself, and we need to normalize not all women not wanting to bear children, and realizing that every woman wasn't meant to be a mom. Some were meant just to be godmothers, some were just meant to be aunts, things like that. And really, if you think about it, a godmother, let's get really into that. A godmother or godfather is someone who will come in and say, hey, I will come in and take care of this child as my own if something were to happen to a parent. So be clear for y'all, for the people, y'all young folks, not even people in my generation, you millennials, that's a godparent. That's what a godparent does. So be careful when you're out here just selecting your little friend, your little buddy. Oh, believe me, because I've been there and I knew what a godparent was. And, of course, you give it to, your best friend. I gave it to my best friend at the time. I was 21, the godmother of Data. And when my mom passed away, she was nowhere to be found. I have not heard or seen from her since. I think I had even came across to see her in the mall one time, and the relationship had changed. One had already felt some type of way because of how our friendship had ended, and it. I'm going to get all into that. But I think her just, even just sitting with Nancy and just having that conversation like, hey, I'm okay with the fact that this might not be for me. Moment, I definitely think it was I was not judgmental of her. It was while I may not can, understand that feeling, I can just be, what's the right word? Maybe it is understanding. Maybe I don't want to necessarily, it's not sympathize. I guess I can empathize, but I can respect it. Boom. That's just good of all. I can respect it. I can respect, where she is, how she is. And I think in that moment, it just showed, my growth. And even down with the, it kind of like for me flowed into this whole Women's Empowerment Day, period. Because even, in that, I know there are so many women who are judging or feel some type of way because of her decision. Literally, my own reason as well, our own feelings about being a mom, whatever, and we project that, on somebody else, assuming that somebody wants that feeling or, whatever. And it's not even to say that, for all we know, deep down, maybe deep down, that is something that you want. But it might have been something that she just might have came, to terms with, that it hadn't happened. She didn't want to have, do the, the embryo way, because then it was a little bit different then, and just things like that. So, this is where she's at, and, she just seems to be, happy with it. So if she good, I'm good. And I think we as women, we need to support each other in that, regardless of the roles that we want to play, when it comes to children, whatever. Respect that. Respect them, respect everything, this little chat between us, can help somebody else. But before I get off, y'all, I am going to say this. I don't think I think I just forgot to say this. I can't sit here though and I don't know. I think for me, sometimes I hate that it can be sometimes hypocritical or whatever or whatnot. And when we're trying to so-called heal and do women's things and whatever, whatever. And then granted, at the end of the day, Shekinah's event is about crying and healing or whatever, 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 whatever. But for me, when you're making peace with yourself, you know, healing yourself, I still feel like at the same time, one, that should do something here on the inside. And sometimes as well, that may be about making peace and just coming to a common ground in regards to, you know, some certain situations. So her going out of her way to say something nice and apologize to Sierra without necessarily saying anything and addressing Lyrica, I felt it was that. I felt that she was purposely not giving Lyrica, you know, an apology, whatever, whatever, but I get it. She has her no, I know. I get it, but no. I do get it. You have your feelings, da 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 da, but boom. That's why we're here. That is exactly why we're here. To have these conversations and to get out anything that could be, you know, misconstrued. So unfortunately, sometimes it takes a couple of times, a couple more things for people to get on the bandwagon, whatnot. But Carly's gone, you know, or whatnot. Carly left after Spice's birthday, you know, event that she threw for her. So she was out, you know, that's okay. So at this point, I feel like Shekinah, you're the only one that can bring the drama and the mess at this point if Carly Red is not there. So next week, looks like Chaotic is having a game night. And y'all, who on the L and HH franchise. I said French fries. Who on the L and H French fries? I'm saying it again. Who on Love and Hip Hop is bad like that? Because I'm sitting, y'all, I've watched this for too long that I'm mad that I really cannot sit here and think about who that is that Chaotic can be bringing in. Because right now it's very much given that ain't nobody from Love and Hip Hop. That ain't nobody from Love and Hip Hop. Then I'm mad because I feel like what's gonna happen is when they show who it is, I'm gonna feel so dumb. But I'm thinking like, okay, who else is fine like that with that body like that? But I couldn't have been Suki because she ain't have enough ass to be Suki, right? That couldn't have been Suki. If she comes from Miami, nobody else is built like that. Wait, did they show that girl butt? Nah, they would have showed that girl butt, or that would have really get. And plus, like, Suki is little, but I don't think Suki is that little, is that petite, is she? Like, I know she got, like, y'all, who is, y'all let me know in the comments, y'all please let me know in the comments who y'all think that is, that's coming in. I'm trying to think, okay, there's still Hip Hop Atlanta. That is not Atlanta, that's, like, I think I'm lost, y'all. I think I'm lost. Y'all definitely got to give me y'all thoughts on who y'all think that is that's coming up next week to the game show. Family reunion is going good though. Outside of all that, outside of the little stuff here going on or whatever, I feel like this family reunion, you know, is going very good. Things are getting reconciled and it's definitely a vibe. I don't know how messy it really can get from here, but I feel like I do believe Jim is supposed to show up. Did I see that wrong? Did I not see that? I think Jim's supposed to show up like closer very well to the end. I got to see how very more episodes, just thanks to the app that I watch, the streaming app that I watch. Sometimes it gives you, lets you know like how many episodes is to come or whatever or whatnot, how many episodes is out there. So I wonder if this is like episode, I want to say 7. So what? I feel like at best it should be like a good 10. Maybe it's a good 8. No, there's no way the last episode is next week. So if anything, maybe it's a good 10. I feel like a good 10 episodes is where like they will probably stop. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. And I'm gonna catch y'all next week. I hope y'all enjoyed the recap again. Don't forget to like that video. And as always, peace.